Hello YouTubers. Today we're working on a 2016 Subaru Forester, and what we're going to do today is the repair. We're going to replace wheel bearing hub assembly here on the back, and then it's going to be 12 millimeter here. I mean, it's a 14 millimeter to remove your brake caliper. The way I like to do it, I like to depress the caliper with the screwdriver here and pull this way. It's gonna depress the caliper. Once you get it like that, then you can start removing your bolts. This is a 14 millimeter bolt on the top, and there's another 14 millimeter bolt on the bottom. Set it aside here. Then you got another 14 millimeter here. You can take this as one assembly out. I did it where I can just take the bolts out, both of the pieces apart separate, but you can do it all at once. All right, now that you are to this point, you can either hammer here, hit it with the hammer here, here, and here until you get this rear brake drum loose, or you can use this thread here and this thread over here. You can put a 12 millimeter bolt in it, screw it all the way in here too. So you're going to tighten it until that this brake rotor breaks loose. So once you get it loose, you want to remove it. All right, now the next step is going to be to remove this action nut. This action nut is a 32 socket, 32 millimeters. You're going to need one of these if you want to perform this job, this repair. So once you got that loose, you got to a point where you have to remove the 4 bolts for the hub assembly. There's 4 bolts. There's one over there, one over there, let's see, one right there, and the other one over there. And you're gonna access those bolts here from the back with your ratchet and extension. You're gonna reach there like that and start removing it. And then your next one on top, and then the other ones from this side over here. That's how you're gonna get those 4 bolts removed. So once you get those bolts removed, then this assembly is gonna come out either one of the 2 ways. You're gonna hammer it. You're gonna hammer the edge of the hub assembly on each corner, here, at the bottom, over here, until you get it loose. If you have access to a tool like this, which is a lot helpful, that you can put right there like that, that you can install right there. It's a slide hammer. Once you get those, you're gonna use your lug nuts. You're gonna tie them in and get it snug. Then you're gonna put your slide hammer, install your slide hammer, and start pounding on it, hitting on that slide hammer until you get the hub assembly removed. You're gonna work harder on that, all right? This is when I had already removed it once, so it's just for the video purpose. After you have removed the hub assembly, it's gonna come on one piece because it's gonna be seized into the plate here. So what we want to do, we want to use some penetrating oil around and let it soak a little bit on there. If you are a little bit in a hurry, or you can also use a torch. You could use a torch to heat it up, put some heat around. Just be careful with the plastic items like the emergency brake cable, and try not to burn anything. But there's nothing else that can burn, so you can safely heat this around so you can get it loose. I'm gonna show you. Just put it around there. Then go around with it. Just be careful not to point to like to the plastic or rubber items. You want to do this all the way around on your C's hub assembly. So after I get it hot enough that I believe it's gonna break loose, I'm gonna lift it up, put them on my leg, the bottom side on my leg, and then I'm gonna hit this side down and see if I can get it loose. I have done it. I have hit it over here on the top with my hammer, but it's really stubborn. It's really hard to get it loosed. There's very Z's in there. So I'm gonna have to work a little bit more on it. I'm gonna put more heat on it and see if I can get it to loosen up. So this is what I meant by having it on your legs, and you're gonna hit the upper side all the way around until you get it off. Like that, right? So it was a little bit of a challenge. It wasn't that easy, and if I get a little closer, you're gonna see that is where I've been hitting around. It's very seized and it's damaged now because I had to hit it hard all the way around. But that's what you have to do. You have to heat it up, put the heat around, some penetrating oil, and keep working till you get it out. Hammer it, hammer it, hammer it. You don't have to remove this. You can if you want. I didn't have to. I would just have to put this side and this side on my legs so I can hammer it. And it finally worked like that. That's how I did it. And I kept pounding on top of the hub assembly until I got it off. Once we have it removed, it's gonna be time for us to inspect first here, see if everything is okay, and then we're gonna install our new one. It's gonna go like that. It's gonna be aligned with those 4 bolt holes in the back, and then we're gonna install it back into the axle first. So once you get it in there, then you're gonna have to align the holes in the back, and then you can start putting your bolt in. Right, and the back bolts, all those The 4 bolts, I don't go by spec, but you can definitely go by spec, the torque specs on the back. I just like to have them real tight, snug, not snug, but real tight. And on the front, there's torque specs for it. So next, what we're gonna do, we want to tie this the axle nut to 140 foot-pounds. The 4 bolts on the back for the wheel bearing are 62.5 foot-pounds, almost 63 foot-pounds. But like I mentioned before, I like to do it, just tighten it by hand until I can feel it that it's the correct torque that I'm putting with my hands. Then this one is a 140 foot-pounds. I have the setup for the axle nut. We're gonna torque it to 140 foot-pounds. I have a pry bar, so to hold it in place while I torque it. There it is, 140 foot-pounds. So now that we have our lug nut torqued to 140 foot-pounds, we're gonna lock it in place. If you can see, this one is almost in the same place where it was from factory. I did manage to get this lip a little bit up so I can reuse the lug nut, the axle nut. It is advised to replace it with a new one. I'm gonna reuse it because there's now I can still lock it in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock it with a chisel and a hammer. Okay, I got it locked in place, secure in place. Now we're gonna install the brake rotor, then install the bracket for our caliper, the two 14mm bolts. There's a specs for it, torque specs, but I'm just gonna tie it by hand, real tight. I want to say maybe like 35 foot-pounds by hand. I just tie it until I can feel that it's good. And also on the brake caliper, there's two 14mm bolts. I tighten it by hand until I can feel they're tight. That's what I do. I haven't had any issues with that, just by feel. Once you get into the habit of working on vehicles, you get the feel of how much is good enough for a bolt to be tightened. But there are some places where you want to use torque specs, where you want to go with by the specifications on the manual for the vehicle. For example, this one right here. So that's it for the hub assembly replacement. It's the only challenge part is removing the hub from the backing plate.